Finally, the No Fate channel has come back to Home Gym Week in Reviews. Now, many of your favorite home gym YouTubers have been taking the summer off, but not me. We don't save anything for the trip back. The No Fate channel checking in. Jonathan here with yet another Home Gym Week in Review. And you better strap on your big boy pants because we've got a ton of topics to cover. In fact, you may need to even slow this video down. The button is right over there on your right next to the subscribe button, because unlike a lot of other people in the home gym community, I'm not gonna take 20 minutes just to review an arm blaster. And while I applaud Garage Gym Reviews and COOP for dropping so many videos on a consistent basis, did we need a 14-minute video on an arm blaster? I mean, I don't want to throw stones because my videos aren't that good. Okay, I'm gonna put it out there. They're nothing special. They're nothing to write home about, but at least they are short and to the point. I mean, it's an arm blaster. You maybe like 10 seconds on what an arm blaster is, 50 seconds on how to use an arm blaster and why this arm blaster is better than all the other arm blasters out there in the world, and then another 30 seconds to a minute on your personal thoughts and cost on this arm blaster and who it's right for. I mean, as far as arm blasters, they're fantastic. You should probably have one in your home gym because they're cheap. I personally have like a $20 one that's 6 years old and it blasts the arms as described. I don't necessarily know if I need some special pads. Maybe I just need thicker arms. You know, one of the videos they put out that I am glad they finally did was their review of weighted out plates. Now, of course, I've reviewed this a couple years ago and they finally jumped on the bandwagon, but I love the fact that they're finally reviewing American-made companies that aren't rogue, and they make the thinnest plates in the world. Their new cast iron plates are 3/4 of an inch thin, and they are fantastic. You shouldn't throw stones when you live in a glass house, and by no means is my material, my content perfect. What have I been dropping lately? A whole potpourri of videos. I've been down to 2 videos a week just so I can improve the quality of the videos, but we've been giving you a little bit of everything. Some supplements, some home gym equipment, and a little bit of Ridge Wallet. And in between those videos, because I know you love your content, I've been dropping those shorty shorts because, hey, shorts are great. They get you in, they get you out under 60 seconds, and Bob's your uncle, you're back on with your day. Woo! Nobody, and I mean nobody, cuts a better promo than Basement Brandon.
You guys like 35s? It doesn't matter if you like 35s or not because everybody likes 35s when they are free. Why is there a balloon right there? I don't know. But I am teaming up with my friends from the Strength Co to give you guys some precision milled E-coat made in USA, easy to handle, even easier to lift with, as seen in the Massonomics Gym pair of 35-pound plates. These things are creme de la creme, and you have a chance to win some. The rules couldn't be any easier, right?
Time out. I need to thank all of you for using my affiliate links, which are in the description of today's video. When you use those links, let me know so that I can send you a small token of my appreciation. Rep Fitness continuing to make waves in 2023, as I predicted, both big and small. This time, they have upgraded their existing D handle, and they've added a new option. What does everybody want more of? Yep, you guessed it, knurling. They now have an option that is fully knurled, and I would say this is almost an aggressive type knurling. So if you like your aggressive knurlings, you're going to love this one. I was able to utilize all of my existing Rep Fitness points in order to pick this bad boy up for only a few dollars. So if you've got a ton of points kicking around and you're looking to pick up a new set of handles, you might want to check this one out. Grade 2 Set analyzes more plates, more dates. Who analyzes Logan Paul's Prime? And this is actually very, very interesting. What's happening is Logan Paul's Prime, for those of you who don't know, is a hydration drink with 0 sodium. And if you know anything about nutrition, you know that the one thing you want to have in your hydration drinks is sodium. And the fact that they exclude it completely is just mind-boggling. And Logan Paul goes as far as to defend it, saying that if you put sodium in there, the hydration drink's going to taste salty. And ultimately, he finds some of his fanboys to kind of give him social proof that the Prime is a great hydration drink. And it's not. Now, does it taste good? Sure. Do they have great advertising? Look at this advertising. Fantastic. Why wouldn't you want to just spit it out of your mouth? However, it's not a good hydration drink. So if you want to get Prime or your kids want to get Prime just because they're a Logan Paul fan, great. But if you're actually looking for a hydration drink, there's so many better ones out there. I mean, I could argue that you just put in some Himalayan pink sea salt into water and you're probably going to be light years ahead of where this Prime energy drink is. Now, Gluck's gym has taken more weeks off than Dr. Summeroff, but he has released a few videos, and as usual with Gluck, his quality is top shelf. This one, he breaks down how he makes money, where the revenue streams come from, and as a creator, I find it interesting because I know it's very hard to monetize all of the work that you put in, but I do know, unfortunately, that many of you viewers just don't care whether he makes money or not, as long as he releases videos. So he did drop the Manta Ray video, and as you would imagine with a $1,000 bench, it came off pretty good. And then this was the new AB 5200 2.0. His video, fantastic as usual. Now, was it better than mine? Yeah, it was a little better than mine, I'll be honest with you. Not much, I'm catching up to him, but clearly he knows what he's doing when it comes to benches. Garage Gym Life is certainly someone that has not been taking any weeks off this summer. He's been releasing tons of content in the form of full form videos as well as shorts. And recently he interviewed yours truly, and I am biased. I think it came out very, very well. He puts a lot of great editing into his videos. He uses timestamps, so you doesn't waste your time. You can jump around. It was a blast because I didn't have to do any of the editing. Rep Fitness has dropped 2 new overview videos on their very specific barbell. You've got your Hades Deadlift Bar that a lot of powerlifters are excited about, and you've got your Helios squat bar. Obviously, with something like the Hades and the Helios bar, you've got very specific and very picky customers and people that really love to deadlift and really love to squat, and they're looking for those specific niche bars for their passion. Now, you know, I'm not a big heavy squatter or deadlifter. Frankly, my maxes probably a little bit under your warm-ups. But for those of you big boys and girls who love to do heavy lifts, love to load on lots and lots of plates, this might be something to treat yourself to. Leave it up to AbMat to fill a need in the industry. We got the AbMat Zercher Pad for those of you that like to go super heavy on your Zercher squats and don't want to get your arms all jacked up. Yep, they made a pad for it now. Perfect. What is your training missing? What is my training missing? And this video kind of drives home the fact that no, you don't necessarily have to do spinning back kicks into your training or super somersaults, but it's probably a good idea to get out of your comfort zone. I am as guilty as anybody when it comes to finding something I like and I'm used to and just sticking with it and riding that horse all the way to the finish line. But it's very important that we get out of our comfort zone. It doesn't have to be somersaults and flips. It can be something as simple as changing up your cardio routine, or maybe for those of you who are doing powerlifting, actually adding cardio in. Oh! And for those of you who are cardio queens, maybe kind of actually going heavy and trying to see what your 3-rep max is on certain exercises. Fringe Sports probably has one of the most eclectic owners in Peter Keller. Love that guy. Love following him on Instagram. I'll put his information in the description below. But today we're reviewing their Longhorn bar, also known as a Buffalo bar. And let's just go over some of the stats lickety split. $349 price tag, seen it on sale for $299. This weighs in at 55 pounds and has a 1,500 weight limit. This does come with the 32 millimeter diameter shaft, and as you can see, center knurling and knurling everywhere. Now the sleeves do spin, very nice, very smooth, but why would you want a bar like this? Now clearly there's a bend in here for a reason. Now as we get older, we get injuries, right? Whether it's our shoulders or our wrists. And one of the great things when squatting, especially for your shoulders and wrists, is that this Longhorn bar is going to allow your hands to be further down. And it's gonna just be easier on your shoulders, easier on your wrists. And one of the great things about this Longhorn bar, especially for you powerlifters, is the relationship to the squat. It's a 1-to-1 relationship. If you can do 315 on this bar, you'll be able to do 315 in competition on a straight barbell. When it comes to benching, we all love to get that extra depth, to really squeeze that muscle, really engage the chest. But when it comes to dumbbells or even a multi-grip cambered Swiss bar, you're going to have to stabilize that weight. Whereas with the Longhorn bar, you can push some serious heavy weight and get that extra range of motion because of that curve. This Longhorn bar is manufactured overseas, but they do actually have a brand new American version that retails for $549. There are two downsides with regards to the Longhorn bar. Number one is racking. Because you've got this curve, when you go to rack and unrack this bar, it's just gonna be a little bit off. Unless you have specialized J-cups, you're gonna find that it just doesn't line up correctly. If you're going really heavy, it could lead you into trouble if you don't have a spotter guiding you back in. The other issue with regards to the J-cups is the knurling. There's so much knurling on this thing. It goes almost all the way out to the sleeves. But I will tell you, when you put them in your J-cups, it's going to cut up your J-cups very, very quickly because of the aggressive knurling and because that knurling is going to be sitting right on the edge of that J-cup. I can absolutely see a lot of you powerlifters picking this up, especially if you're working through an injury or you want a longer range of motion on your bench press. For me, as a non-powerlifter, and frankly, do I even lift? I will tell you, I like the safety squat bar better. Even though that mimics a high bar squat and puts that weight a little bit more forward on your body, I just find the racking and unracking and that pad just being a lot more convenient and a lot more comfortable. Also, I do prefer a cambered Swiss bar over this, even though more stabilization is required. When you get that weight off, your hands are in a much more neutral position. And at my age, I need all the help I can get when it comes to saving my wrists and my shoulders. Bells of Steel, our neighbors to the north out of Canada, well, they just released this little teaser about how they are looking at new prototypes, stuff that they are working on that they may or may not be releasing. And this one intrigues me because I'm always looking to hit legs a little bit differently in the home gym. Obviously it has a big footprint, but it can do both the leg press as well as the hack squat. They also have this nice little system, this cable system, this pulley system. You got to look at how easily this thing flows. Very, very smooth on the cables. And certainly many people want that functional trainer aspect of that home gym. Now this thing looks great if you want a little one-stop shop corner of your home gym, whether you've got an apartment or maybe you've got like a really small area to lift in. This might be your forever piece, your one and done right there. If you want to see another amazing home gym video, then check this one out. If you made it this far in the video, you and I are like sand in your bathing suit and best friends. Thanks for making it all the way to the end. As usual, don't save anything for the trip back.